Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl here. Welcome back to the Paper and Other Obsessions channel. We will be working with some paper today and some other things. We are going to do paper marbling. I have done marbling before in terms of hydrodipping, which is the same concept, but I hydrodipped tumblers. I didn't hydrodip paper. I have this kit off of Amazon, and again, my favorite creator, Anthony Crammon, did this recently on his channel. I'll link to that below in case you haven't seen it, and he got some pretty good results. I don't know if this was the exact same kit he used, but I'm pretty sure it's similar. So let's open it up and see what we have. And then once we're done with this, we are going to do something similar using the Easy Marble hydrodipping paints, which can also be used for marbling paper, and we will compare the results. First things first. All right, lots of stuff in here. What we get: 12 paint bottles, design tray, 6 carrageenan powders, spoon, tweezers. There are tweezers in there also. 20 pieces of paper, 2 pipettes. Oh, yep, now I see 2. A comb, 3 styluses, or pointy things, and a brush. Cool. So everything's here. First thing up, 250 milliliters of water, plus a spoon of the carrageenan mix until fully dissolved to make our painting fluid, and then it has to sit for 3 to 5 hours. It needs to thicken. The whole idea here is the paint will then float on top of the thick water. Drop your paint 1 to 2 centimeters onto the water surface and wait for it to spread. When the color stops spreading, continue to add more color. Make some designs, put your piece of paper in there for 3 to 5 seconds, lift the paper off, and keep wet side upward until it dries. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. Luckily, we had a preview of all this on that other video that I mentioned.
That's what it said on the instructions, and I've read every single instruction, so I can't see this going wrong.
So I'm gonna go mix up our thick water. Here's our cup of water. Here's our spoon. We may actually get more than 1 spoonful out of each pack. This could go on for a while. That's a lot of supplies. We'll make it a heaping spoonful. Save that for next time. And of course, this does not dissolve easily. It's like stirring styrofoam. And we're back. Okay, I have mixed up a cup of water with the carrageenan powder. I let it sit overnight. It wasn't going to dissolve in any sort of hurry whatsoever. So we're just gonna get going. We have 10 paints here. And looking at the 2 collections, I would say these are neons and these are more normal. They're not labeled, which is kind of weird, but you can pretty much tell. We have a black and then we have the rainbow. But anyway, you get the idea. So let's start by working with the neons. I'm guessing we need to shake these up. It feels like there's nothing in here, and when I hold it up to my ear and shake it, I don't hear any liquid, but I took the top off of one and paint came out, so just gonna, we want them to disperse, so that's going well. Okay, what else? 3 to 5 seconds, that's probably it already. I could wear the gloves, I've opted not to. Look at that! Other than the green blob right there, that's really pretty. I'm gonna leave what's in there. This is fun. It's definitely different from hydrodipping in that the colors don't start to harden up right away like they do with the hydrodip marble paints. This is what the Easy Marble paints look like. that I use for hydro dipping. When I'm out on the deck and I have my bucket of water and I drop these in, I have to work very quickly because as soon as they hit the water, they start to dry. And as soon as they start to dry, they clump up and look ugly. These are not doing that. No hint of them drying up and clumping at all. Could I use these to hydro dip a tumbler? Given how much carrageenan we have, I probably could mix up enough thick water that I would be able to fill a bucket deep enough that I could get a tumbler down into it. It's doable if I'm going to try that. It certainly won't be in this video, and it'll be on the other channel. I think this is blue. It's kind of a bluey purple looking thing. And, oh, wow, okay. Very different in the water. Teal, turquoise, my color, hot dog. Wow, that is so pretty. Oh yeah, look at that, so cool. What else can we do here? I guess I should try the black with something. Do like a bumblebee thing. I'm sure it won't look like a bumblebee. It's purple. I had no idea. I swear this looks black to me. It's their purple. Well, good. Yay. Cool. Love it. So we'll do metallic that is green to violet to silver, glitter that is green to red to gold, and bronze. And we'll just see what happens. Now, those other paints are still already in there, and I'm not going to worry about it. Just experiment. There we go. That's some glitter. That's pretty. That's interesting. I wonder how it'll dry. It looks very oily, doesn't it? Light blue, metallic teal, ooh, and rose pink. Ooh, pretty. All right, I think I'm going to call it here. That was a lot of fun. I'm not even going to bother doing these in regular water because they worked perfectly well in this one, which is good to know. I'm going to let all the papers we just did dry, and I'll bring you back for a show and tell at the very end. Okay, it's the next day. Let's see how our marbled papers turned out. In order of appearance, this was the very first one. I think it's gorgeous. I did learn as we went along that these green blobs were because I did not wait long enough for the paint to disperse. I left it blobby and it came out blobby on the paper as a result. So next up, this is pretty. This was the 3-pronged end of the comb. And here's another blob. I didn't wait for it to disperse. So this was this one. Some marbling action going on. I used to make my own soap, and there's a lot of soap design that involves doing this exact same thing, and it's called Peacock Swirl. Insert a picture here if I can find one. Same principle. And then the finest teeth, we got this. I wish I'd used some different colors. The reds and yellows aren't my favorite colors, but the marbling is fantastic. That was this way first and then this way. Love how that turned out. And then we get to the easy marble paints. I'm not sure exactly what I expected when these dried because Oil doesn't really dry exactly, but you know, it's dry to the touch. The paints don't come off. So this could absolutely go in a junk journal. It could be, you could mount it onto a piece of cardstock and make a greeting card out of it. Just gorgeous. We didn't get as much coverage as we did with these inks. These are by far better in terms of how they behave in this thick water. But honestly, these guys did a pretty good job too. I love the lacing that we got. This was the metallic teal. It is just stunning. I'll do a whole sheet of that and wrap it on a tumbler. That would be fantastic. So that is our foray into paper marbling, courtesy of the Asago kit. I will link to this below, absolutely. It's an Amazon kit, and I heartily recommend it if you want to try paper marbling. Thanks everyone, stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.